guys, I hope you didn't blink. Oh, he was here and gone so quick we barely got the camera on. Hello, everybody. More agile than I am. Which one? That one down there? No, it's the trees over here. That's the next problem. Oh, the trees. It's this. Ah. That's Andy in his new car.
Okay, I wonder who it was. I'm gonna go get that little one down.
Okay. Watch out for the briars. You want to take the... I didn't say you want to take the truck? Hello, everybody, and we are starting out with a crowd tonight. Andy just came with the line paint. We're going to start painting parking spots tonight because we already have a crowd here. Just got here, don't have the monitor on yet, don't have anything done yet. Literally, we pulled up. The day job ran over again, but hey, like we always talk, the day job pays for the night job. Otherwise, there'd be no night job. So, thanks everybody for waiting for us tonight. We hope to have another exciting night. Oh my goodness. Last night, as you all know, just never stopped. That was so cool. It's such good times. And, boy, was it rough this morning. That alarm hit 6, and it's like, no. Because as you all know, I am not a morning person. My idea of morning is about the time that Burger King says, no more breakfast is available. That's my idea of when morning starts. But hey, we had a fantastic night. We ended last night with sirens. We're starting tonight with sirens. And we had a train line up from here to Atlanta and back again, and we had Sneaky Pete and Stinky Pete. And that is Tri-Community. We hope everybody's all right. Tri-Community Fire Department, where one of our viewers, Jennifer, was a fire person with Tri-Community. So we hope everybody's all right wherever they're off to, and we hope all of them stay safe on that fire truck. So, thanks for being here. Give me just a little bit more time. Andy's here, Jesse's here, another lady's here, and we are hanging out at one of the most historic, incredibly unknown but yet known spots here in the Chattanooga area, Bootleggers Crossing, where once upon a time, under the cover of darkness, the illegal activity here, who knows who got paid off, how did the trains fit in, and what all happened. But back during the days of Prohibition, this is where they all ran the liquor up and down and here and there, whatever they did. And then from that point forward, this whole area has been a long-term viewing spot for Grandpa and great-grandpa and son and on down the line. So generations have watched here. Just Google Bootleggers Crossing. There's no geographical marker. You don't know that you're here unless you know where it is. And as Don said last night, they're lined up across the street to get in over here, and that's the cemetery. So I think that's it for the moment. Like I said, got a couple things to do, and then we'll be back. In 1 minute, the weatherman says, Mike, you're going to get wet. The next moment, it says Mama Bear's going to have a sunset. So, I don't know. I stay confused. Being a weather person is the only job in America where you can be wrong every day and still go to work tomorrow. Don't know if Jennifer's on yet. Hello, everybody. I'm not even sure who all's on yet. When we got here, it was all cloudy and bada bing, bada boom. Now, there is a beautiful view back towards Chattanooga. We're going to scope it in just a tad and bring it down what do they call that? An ooch. We're going to bring it down a tad, or an ooch, so the sun's not blinding you. And if Don's on, Don, if you'll get the grass skirt out and get it on, we need a couple trains, and off we'll go. So sit back, relax, let's have some fun, and I will get to everybody's questions and see who all is on here in just a moment. So don't go anywhere. Just be patient. And if you ever wanted to see what a railroad track looks like after it's had a haircut, right there is your picture of a railroad track haircut. And all you have to do is just go to our video, Saw in the Sky, and you'll see how that's done. It's amazing what that helicopter guy does, and he's got way more nerves than I'll ever have. So, I'll be back in a moment, and then I'll see who is everybody on. Let me get the monitor out. Let us get set and situated. Hello, Andy. How are you?
Good. Oh, yeah. Well, I just checking I left the house on here. I'm going to come in and take a look.
We had an incredible night last night. It was unreal.
Where were you last night?
Oh, really? Oh, it was just fantastic last night.
Oh, okay.
I just never stopped listening.
Oh, really? Wow.
Guess you guys do running today? take the other one, pick the live with me. Right, you can have those on. They do. They just have trouble starting together if one goes off and comes back on. If the bird can is resetting, it resets the unit, it's okay. It'll be fine. But if it tries to reset when I'm on, it can't. It gets confucius. Alright? Right here. Do the best. What do we do for that? Alright, we'll think on it. Haven't gotten there yet, but I'll figure it out tonight when I see you. I have no idea. I'll try not to be. I'll try not to be late. That's all it goes. Hey everybody, that was Mrs. S, and she said to tell you all hello, and hopefully we have a night as good tonight as we did last night. So, I hope we do too. Alright, got one more thing to do, and then I'll catch up with y'all. Oh, there you are.
Yep, here I am.
I was looking in case you had fallen down in the deal.
Nope. We need to charge your battery.
Already?
Next one's coming from this way, diverging to Atlanta.
Oh, we already got signal?
Yep. Figured I'd check while I was down there.
Like I said, everybody just sit tight for a moment. I'm almost ready. So not enough left for me to do my other thing?
You can try it. I only had one bar when I started.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, my ever slippery. Goes quick, doesn't it?
Yeah.
No, I mean, you get hot quick.
Oh, yeah. Oh, gosh. Looks a lot better, though.
You have this down to a fine science.
I tried to get all the high stuff, so that way it won't infringe on our... Film me. Thank you. How's it going, sir?
Good, how you doing?
Very good, man. Let's see.
Yeah, you too.
Check out Andy's new ride, Jesse. Hello, everybody. Okay, we are now officially here. We are now officially ready, and we are officially set up. Andy's hanging out, as we talked earlier. Jesse's here. He has a new lens, and is he excited? He's already run all over the place. One of these bushes were in his way. He took care of that. We are like a yard mowing team. Two of us watch, one of us works. Robert, good to see you. I hope everything is still picture perfect at your house. It's been a good week so far. Ron, thanks for being on. And yes, Ron, we had fun last night, but I got to tell you, by the time I got home last night, I was hungry with a capital H. But it really, really was a fantastic time. Glad you got to share it with us. Ken, good to see you back on. Tell everyone you know, and then just randomly dial a couple more numbers and tell them to all jump on Rail Moments. And we can all hang out tonight. Jennifer will probably be on. I'll send her a note. She's behind behind getting on with us tonight. But yes, she used to, and when y'all talk to her, she used to have to do this drill where she had to be in her fire suit in less than 2 minutes after the bell went beep. And then part of her training, they have these massive, and when I say massive, I'm talking humongous. Kind of like the stink is to the stinky train, humongous is to the tire. And they have to roll it as part of their whatever, training, build up, whatever. And then you have to carry this, you had to carry each other through windows and stuff. So if Jennifer comes on tonight, ask her what it was like to train to be a fire person. Hello, Eugene.
I thought I heard rumble.
So did I. We thought we heard rumble, and we did. We got rumble. It's kind of like glowings, but in the daytime
Yeah, with ditch lights.
with ditch lights. And there is Jesse of Whistleboard Productions as he is studying the new lens. He was trying to tell me all the things that lens did, and I was trying to turn the live on, and he was making me misspell everything, so I told him he had to tell us about it later. Eugene? Oh, bless you.
Thank you. Excuse me.
I hope everything's great, and it's good to have you on. Hello, Kit. Is that called a signal bridge? I call it a signal tower. What do you call it?
Signal bridge.
Signal bridge. So signal tower, signal bridge,
Bridge, I guess.
and Andy's going with a bridge. So it's two bridges versus a tower. So signal bridge it is. I'll try and correct myself. But since I'm old, I got the excuse I'll forget. And Ken, Mrs. S gave me another hall pass, but she said, no 11:30 tonight. That's too late to come home. I told her, well, it was 11. She said, I think it was a little later than that. But anyhow, so we got...
For debate, huh?
Yeah, it's the great debate. So we're going to swing you back to the track. And for those, we are at Bootleggers Crossing. If you've not been here with us before, just tell us and we'll fill you all in. Right beyond the signal bridge is another one. This is for the outbound traffic coming out of Chattanooga. So right after the second one, track 1 on the far side bends to the right, heads on down to Atlanta. And track 2, closest to us, I'm just reading your notes there. Track 2, which is closest to us, bends to the left and goes up to Knoxville. So Knoxville, West End, Atlanta North District. And don't let the two names give it away where they go. And as you all saw, Bootleggers Crossing, yes, Jennifer, historic. And in case y'all didn't know, Bootleggers Crossing, this is something that you can use when you're doing trivia. Once upon a time, right, just right on the other side, just like on the other side of that telephone pole y'all see, was a county named James County. Well, they bankrupted James County. I guess the politicians just couldn't manage their money, kind of like my son. And they bankrupted the county. So Hamilton County said, hey, we want to grow. What better way than just gobble up the poor folks over there that in the bankrupt county? And one day they all woke up. There is no more James County. It's now Hamilton County. And the only thing left over there to see that I've been able to find that says James County is Barney's old police car. Matter of fact, the police car that's over there is probably older than Barney's police car. So, at Whistle Stop Cafe, check out the old police car when you're here in the area. And if you want 17 choices of how to make a milkshake and spend $17 per milkshake, go to Whistle Stop and you will have the most fancy, bougie milkshake you have ever seen. I mean, it could be stacked high with a bologna sandwich, dipped, and cake put on top. It's just amazing what all they can do. And if you were wondering where we are, in case you want to know exactly where it is, milepost 227. And because, now I just heard Jennifer say, Mike, how can the left and how can the right both be 227 if there's two different tracks? Well, to our left, right after the signal bridge, this becomes the Knoxville West End Line. So, if it wasn't for Jesse, I wouldn't know that. Matter of fact, I even argued with him one day, and he said, Mike, I know you're old, and I know you're just a little stubborn, but here, I'll show you. So to this day, I still admit that he was right. It's painful, but I do so because he was right. Only took 3 other people to tell me before I believed him, but he doesn't know that. And if you're watching and you see these little fuzzies, that is not me sneezing. These are these tiny, they're smaller than a gnat. So if you can picture something smaller than a gnat, they're these little white fuzzy things, and I have no idea how they get a heart and a liver and a nose and a toe and everything into something that small, but they keep going across the front of the camera and making y'all think that, I don't know, Mike's not doing it right. But anyhow, it's not me, it's little white fuzzy things. But when I tell you they're little, they're little. That's the best way I can tell you. So, since it's not dark enough yet to see the signal towers, and if you do listen to the scanner, or as you're listening to the scanner, we talk about the tracks go to Chattanooga, which, if you geographically look at the map, that is to the west. But the Knoxville West End Line is considered north-south. So you're going to hear them call north and south. And, oh, one more exciting thing here. Let me zoom y'all back out. This is really cool. Jesse told me about this too, I think, as once upon a time, he was trying to teach Mike what the name of the railroad tracks were. And this is a true story. And I forget where we were at the moment, but he said, Mike, I told you, this is such and such line. I know, but I thought it was so. So he says, no, it's such and such. I said, are you sure? He says, trust me. So on that day, I got out paper and pencil and I wrote down every single railroad line name that he gave me. And I still have that from that day. Matter of fact, I carry, and this is probably going to be massive, a blue notebook. Like I said, it's going to be massive in the picture, but I carry a blue notebook with all my notes from the different places. And in that notebook is all the lines that Jesse taught me. Now, y'all are saying, what's that? That is one of 2 switches controlled out of Atlanta. Jesse taught me this too. See, I'm handing down to you kind of like the folklore that was handed down here to great-grandpa, to grandpa, to dad and son, all that happened here. That switch right there is controlled out of Atlanta. And when it comes time to diverge, and since you're on such magnification, all I gotta do is think about moving the camera and you all travel about 33 feet. Excuse me. Oh, by the way, this is another funny story, because coughing made me think I'm thirsty. If you ever want to see the funniest face ever, give Jesse an unsweet tea, but don't let him know it's unsweet. You will be amazed at the reaction you get. I did that once. It was pretty interesting. Anyhow, back to that switch. That controls one of the 2 diverge points that are right there. So, there you have it. Now, any questions you have, ask away. Because if I don't know the answer, and Andy doesn't know the answer, and Jesse doesn't know the answer, we're going to make one up. And you all hope, I'm going to show this to you. Right up there, there's this dark thing called a cloud. And Art at work was teaching me, or trying to convince me, those are super heavy. And I have yet to understand how they stay up in the air if they're super heavy. But anyhow, he tells me they are. And Weatherbug says we could be wet for about 20 minutes. But it also says if you stand over here versus over there, you may be dry during those 20 minutes. So y'all hope that we are in the right spot and that big dark cloud just goes kind of to the right and we'll be good to go. In the meantime, let's enjoy the bergs. And if y'all have cats, turn the TV up. It's amazing what it does to the cats. Turn that TV way up. Pretend you're like old people like me. And you got the TV just roaring in the living room. When those birds start chirping, watch what those cats do. Trust me, it's better than catnip and it's free.
We're in the here.
Oh, is it? No, it isn't.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, Jesse had to say the R word for rain. All right.
You're the one talking about it.
Yeah, but it's supposed to go over there. All right, we have sprinkles.
You didn't blow hard enough.
We don't know. Yeah, it's over there. It can't be over here. All right, we have sprinkles, so we're going to see what happens. The birds are still chirping. Great-grandpa Louis taught me if the birds chirp, it's not going to rain, because the birds have this sixth sense thing. Now, they can't sense that a cat's close by, but they can sense if there's a storm close by. And if there is, they stop chirping and disappear. So they're still carrying on over here, so there is an option maybe. So let's see what happens. Look at your radar.
This one will only last about 10 minutes. The next one is going to be a lot worse.
Oh, there's another one?
At 7:45, like red and orange.
What time is it now?
6:53.
Boy.
Well, a little under an hour before the bottom comes out. Even though it's only going to last 20 minutes. But it's going to be intense.
Well, rail fans, we're discussing the meaning of intense.
Oh,
That correlates to wet, wetter, and wettest.
No, I'm sick. I don't know. You don't know them just right now.
Hey, what did you do with the sheep? Hey Jennifer, Andy had an idea. If we don't know the answer, we're going to ask you the question. Hey Chuck, how are you? Good to see you. And it's raining over your way, and it's coming this way, and it's disrupting tonight's activities. So, to ponder what to do next.
much, but it's better than nothing.
Oh, yeah, right.
You want me to put the camera under the thingy, Mike?
I'm thinking about putting the thingy up,
Okay.
because I think my next action.
If you recenter it, we can make a bigger canopy with the umbrella and this. Up to you.
All right, Kit, Ken, and everybody, we are going to try Plan B. Jess and I put together all the change we had in the car. We came up with 83 cents, and we asked Andy, how long for 83 cents will you hold the umbrella? He said, long enough for you to hand it to me and me to hand it back. So that plan isn't any good, so we're going to go to another plan. Hello, Jonathan. Good to see you, sir. Yeah, Chuck, Jesse was just the bearer of the news that this is a tiny one, but behind it is the bigger one. And when the bigger one gets here, we're out of luck. Robert, if you could, hang on, we got a noisy truck going past. That poor truck's missing most of its parts. Okay, Robert, if you could please get a great big fan. Put it out there and blow that storm cloud a little bit towards the west so that it misses us. And then we would be just fine. In the meantime, somebody put on the Let's Get a Train grass skirt so we can squeeze another train in real quick. 7:45's our day, huh? Or our time?
Mm-hmm.
What's that old expression that we always use? Oh, we're not here for a long time, but we are going to be here for a good time. The cool breeze is beginning. Birds are still chirping, so that's encouraging. Oh, hey, we may have it. Oh, no, we don't.
Yeah.
Hey, according to this, it's just below us. That's it. No, it's not 7:45 yet, is it? Next way. We
Yeah.
get one good.
I mean, if the wind pushes it south, we'll just get a little sprinkle. But otherwise, it'll be.
Well, that sounds like.
That sounds like a. Yeah.
Hey, whoever did the grass skirt thing, good job. Hello, Crash. Now, all of us believe we hear a train.
That's what it sounds like, at least. But not the first time we do it.
We have been tricked before because we are close to Interstate 75, but
If there's a truck that big going on 75, look out.
Crash, what do you have for signals down there at Long? It's good to have you on board with us tonight, sir. That was fantastic, all the help last night. So far, the dark clouds are just kind of going around, wishful thinking and hoping. Uh-oh, got quiet. Boy, if we can just get past that tip, we're golden the rest of the night.
Headlight.
Oh. As you all know, it's called glowage. That's our second wave of the night. Woo! It is. I'm in trouble with Jesse.
No, Jesse didn't warn Mike.
Jesse didn't warn Mike that he had to be quiet because he was going to do a video. I just thought Jesse was doing pictures.
To be fair, the first couple I did just take pictures, but I wanted video.
So now Jesse has to edit the video because Mike was running his yap, number one. And number two, he got all excited because that's our second wave where the conductor opened the window to wave to us tonight. And that is super cool. So with you guys watching and the three of us waving, we look like we're up here begging for tips or something. With the three of us up here waving, the last two train crews felt sorry for us because they said, look at those three guys, don't have any sense to get out of the rain, waving at a train. The least we could do is open the window and wave back to them. And they did. So thanks to the crew of 288 and the crew in front of them that waved to us. Thanks. That was very much appreciated. And as you can tell, even at my old age, I got excited.
We definitely documented that.
And in case you missed the comment from behind me, we definitely documented the fact that I got excited. So we're going to hang out until it rains, and then that will be the end of the night, probably. We'll just have to kind of see what happens. So no promise on how long, because not only are there no lights at Bootleggers Crossing, there is no cover at Bootleggers Crossing.
Nope. This is interesting. Nobody trips on it.
Crash, going back to you down there at Long, you have northbound green, is that correct? And if Q1 was with us, he would tell you all the sausages just rolled by. They're on 288. And Crash is about 12 minutes train time. If you're slow train, 14 minutes south of us at Control Point Long or Howardsville Road. You pick what you want to call it. So he's going to keep us posted on what's coming northbound on the Atlanta North End District Line.
Yeah, 372.
That'll be on northbound. 372.
I didn't hear you, over.
We didn't either.
Here, over. Is it on it? On the car, over. I want to take the signal back, just talk to them, and I want to see if I can get 26 headed that way, just in case. Nothing, please let me know, but I want to have 26 headed that way.
Oops.
Alright, okay. You'll probably see the 369 now, and then we'll see what we can do.
Well, Crash, we are guessing from listening to that one of those trains has an issue where you are. And just in case, they're sending someone out to help. And I believe they're going to pull back that signal. So you let us know if all that happens, and if so, that's what's going on at your end. But since we could not hear the train itself, we're not 100% sure, but we're guessing it's where you are.
So he said you'll probably see 369.
Hang on. Jesse wants to share with y'all.
I can go over there. Is that good?
Okay, rock.
All right, so we said you'll probably see 369. 369 is a southbound manifest coming out of Chattanooga. So, depending on if it's gone by TVRM or not, it should be our next train. Because if 288 just went north, Mike, you said you saw one past Sweetwater a little bit ago?
Yes, there was. Well, it's been a while now. And Crash just confirmed that the signal went red, so the train with the problem is down there.
So yeah, probably what the lineup will be is we'll get that southbound out of Chattanooga. If there's no more southbounds coming, then we should get this westbound. It's probably stopped up in Cleveland waiting for 288. So we'll have one from that way, then one from that way, and depending on what the issue is, another one from that way.
And Crash has another one waiting behind it, or down there as well.
Okay. So they put two in the siding.
Apparently. Crash, I'm assuming based upon what you said, one is behind the other? Or are they side by side down there? See, you guys, this is what makes this so much fun. When y'all are trackside somewhere, we can solve mysteries together and keep track of what's where. And in case you're wondering, there's our problem child right there. And he's like lingering. It's kind of like, ooh. But if you're over there, we can stay out till midnight.
We can check the signals this way.
Oh, yeah.
There's Mama Bear's son over that way. So you guys,
I feel it when it's sprinkling.
we gotta kind of hope
It doesn't necessarily. If it starts raining hard.
that this continues to kind of like just skirt us so we can hang out with y'all. Jesse is going to, oh, I didn't get to film it. Bring it back down. Jesse's not playing well with the toys tonight, okay? All right. Now, y'all get to watch it in action.
Ready?
You get there. See, he's learning.
Do we need to give a countdown?
He's going to share. Yeah, that would be nice. Andy, you do the countdown.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just in time for the rumble.
Yeah.
And no, that was not the plane or the drone. That was Dalton's tummy down there rumbling. And uh-oh, we have audio cutout. That is not good. The bad thing about being live with a storm, it really causes issues.
Yay.
We're bouncing between 3.5 and 4.2 on the transmission strength on a possible 5. So under the storm conditions, Andy is prepared to do sign language just in case.
Right.
He's practicing now. He's got the book out. And you can see Jesse operating the drone. Should you see the orange spot disappear, that would mean that he fell down the hill. Or he's on an anthill and they attacked him and he lost his footing. Y'all remember the movie Ghostbusters? And the little white guys, the little white ghost that came through there? Look at this. There's one little, look at that. Does that not look like a little baby ghost? And y'all let me know. I said, because of the storm, it's beyond me for the whole technology thing. It really, really causes problems with our transmissions. They get up there in the clouds and start banging around with the lightning and this and that. Hey, Tony! We're doing a sound check, Tony. How do we sound in Cowan, Tennessee? Up there on the Cumberland Plateau, where you are 1 hour behind us. Hey, the good news is, so far, as you can see right above Jesse's head, that is...
See if I see Bill, I might be able to hear you better there.
Is that the Mini 3 or which one is it?
This is the Mini 2.
That is clear skies with sun. Going over us right now to the right
That's like turbine aircraft at the Model Airplane Field.
Oh, yeah?
is dark.
Over there in Chattanooga, right up there.
Over there is lighter. So
Oh, okay.
let's see what happens, you guys. In the meantime,
Yeah, hit the
It's a fun little drive.
they're talking to the train downward crashes. It's having issues.
Until I can make money off of it, I'm not going to buy a more expensive one.
Yeah. Right.
They're talking to the train downward crashes. It's having
Still number 6. That's fine. That on your screens, you should see the locomotive data button. You see that?
I wonder if Mr. Conductor is wearing his crown.
Logo data might have more menu.
Registration.
He wasn't wearing it when I went back. I went as soon as you told me, but he wasn't wearing it. Whenever, did you see the pictures of the tag and the number plate together?
Now on the screen, after you hit locomotive data, if you get more choice,
They came in on the same train. The tag was a DPU, and the number plate was second back on the front.
Okay.
So when they were breaking the train down, the two engines, the two heritage units were coupled together back to
axle
back.
number 6, and then
So-
number 6 axle.
Everyone was hoping that they would stay together and take a train out. Well, unfortunately, they got separated in the shops.
You can exit out of them screens and go back to run. You already inspected and see like no damage, nothing correct.
Yeah.
Or is that by preference?
That is in between.
Alright, let's
right
get it. Make sure the brakes are releasing. And see if we can roll by here.
Oh, okay.
That's what that is.
Okay.
No, but what was hilarious, the conductor, and I edited him out of the picture. Just because I didn't like it, but he was wearing a Burger King crown.
Yeah, I mean, just main thing is that,
And
I think
whenever
it's
they were
it's
taking the
releasing so that way it wasn't like a
he was
great
riding
thing
on the
causing
side
it,
of
make sure the handbrake, everything,
you can film the train, but don't
whatever,
film
when
me.
we'll roll by there
Buddy,
on that
you're in
number
bright green.
axle.
On the
Both
front
sides
of the
there, just make
locomotive,
sure,
I'm taking
you know,
pictures of.
no
I'm sorry,
tear
you're gonna
chatter,
be
you'll bouncing around and manage
Right.
freely.
And then he couldn't get his door open. I don't know if he just didn't know how to, or was stuck or something. But he spent. Yeah.
Okay.
He spent 5 minutes yanking trying to get the door open. But it was.
Nice.
On my back, what was your rack ID? I'll push to you at.
Yeah, that was the second time I've had two heritage units back to back.
Alright, call me back and let me know.
I've had a conversion unit with the heritage unit twice. So it was
You fly your drone over the yard?
Yeah.
Increase or release, and that wasn't up
You have to
pretty.
get permission from
You know, right, causing it. She's the robot.
From what I've read, a little bit of loose research. So I am now.
Alright, tell me back.
It's when you start thinking that you have to show how to operate.
Okay.
Now, all the signs say Norfolk.
Awesome. Where you?
Oh, right, yeah.
Oh, well, come by and see us.
Unless they
Cemetery.
otherwise, I wouldn't do that. But if I'm told, flies and as police, you don't have a permit or whatever, that's a different story. But before that point,
I got a couple of drones. I thought about taking them to the over by Coffee's or at the South End.
yeah, that's a great place to fly. I actually flew when it was one of the BNSF sticker units and a Montana Railway worked together. I flew there. They were on the back, unfortunately. The drone was acting weird. I don't know why the footage was so choppy.
What's your altitude on
It's set to meters, so we can change it to feet. But the highest I've really gotten it in the yard is probably like 50 to 75. Something like that. Somebody told me that whenever you fly and you're near airport, your ceiling is yeah. And if you're not licensed, it's like 50. They say if you're under 50, you're fine.
If you're gonna, do you have those orders? These give you permissions to fly
Oh yeah?
in areas, yeah. Like Drone Buddy, or Drone Buddy's just about kind of like brother. Air control, it's aloft air control, and it allows you to ask for the permission to fly in certain areas, and it tells you when it's safe to fly now.
The coyotes are howling. Howling.
Aloft air control? No.
Yeah,
Or
but
see if you can.
see if you can fly in that area. But like if it's near an airport or something, you're gonna need your definitely license. But typically, it knows your location and it tells you if it's safe or not to fly.
All right, everybody. Here's the plan. We're all going to duck when there's lightning.
372.
We're all going to scramble when there's rain.
Hey, 372, do you have around there out between you and Law? Do like a robot test of those first two, just to make sure there's not a lock wheel.
Yeah, Crash, your train having problems down there has a locked wheel that they're trying to resolve. You have a train behind him, and we have two coming at us from Chattanooga. So we are train rich, but we are living on the edge with the weather. So, now that y'all have been convinced that it could rain here, it could thunder, and it could be lightning, this one's going to stop here.
Oh, okay. Thanks for not How did we freak out?
I hope it doesn't make me a liar. So anyhow, we got glowings. We'll talk after a bit. But just in case things go bad, and we say see y'all at the next next crossing and run, that's because it's pouring rain. But otherwise, we're going to stay put. And right now, y'all have glowage on a train that I believe is going to hold here with us. So let's see if we have another sneaky
I think
Pete.
it's a green, Mike.
Look, you got a green on that far signal.
Yeah, you do. All right, filming.
All right. I now have to be quiet.
Oh boy.
Okay. Sound. Go ahead. That's right. Brakes release and wheel is roll free. I copy that. Keep that visible tag and just put on the number
He's probably
6.
gonna go behind it.
Yep.
Lock wheel detection disabled. You're good to go. No restrictions. Drive here support. You don't contact detection.
Makes sense.
What do you think? It's going to go over?
You're good to go. No restrictions.
Or we're going to...
Maybe in like 15
Go
minutes.
for it, because you don't have an actual alarms that will come from it.
just debating the right answer versus the wrong answer.
Yeah, you should, since it's an H, you should, but once you plan to do more than one, start.
Hey everybody, we're gonna jump inside and see if we can sit this out, so don't go far. We'll be back.